Hey there YouTube, Firestar307 here with a new deck profile for you. It's probably not what you're thinking, seeing this card. Yes, there are psychics in it. It's something I've been toying around with after with some of the stuff I picked up at the regionals, and it's doing alright so far, but it's definitely not where it could be yet. But with testing, I figured out some stuff. I've already changed around some of the stuff in the deck, and the things like I figured out a few good plays and other stuff. So far, it gets like wrecked by Thunder King. So I don't know. I'm gonna show it to you guys and hopefully get some feedback, some good ideas. Go play test it, go figure out what works in it, and let me know. All right, so we'll start out with two Esper girls. Sorry about the glare there, but I gotta kind of work with it here. We'll move over a little bit. Two Esper girls. She's 2-star Psychic Tuner. Get her out with Emergency Teleport or Serene Psychic. Better with Serene Psychic. U plus that way. Um, yeah, she's just 2-star Earth Tuner. The Earth part's important. And then 2 Serene Psychic Witch. Amazing, amazing, amazing floater. I mean, you just like beat people with her. They summon anything, you torrential, and you still get her effect and all sorts of things. I've had Dino Rabbit players like go into Dolka because they don't want me to get her effect off and all this stuff. And then 1 Psychic Commander, 3-star Earth Tuner that can crash with 19s and get over anything less by paying a few life points. Well, for any of your psychics, you can do that. And then here's the other engine is Geargias. So I play 2 Geargia Mach 2. For you, those of you that don't know what Geargias do yet, I guess if you want me to explain them a little, make like comment below or whatever. If I get a few comments about it, I'll make a video explaining Geargias. But I run 2 Geargia Mach 2. Special summons other Geargias and lets me synchro into Beast and level 5s and go into rank 3s easier. 3 Race Car, or Geargia Accelerator. This thing's amazing. You can just special summon it in defense if you have any Geargia on the field. And when it is, when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, um, you get to add a Geargia monster in your graveyard that's not Geargia Race Car. It's not Geargia Race Car, and add it to your hand. So he's awesome. He lets you go into rank 4s really, really easily. And then 2 Geargia Arsenal. You tribute him to get any other Geargia except for himself from your deck to the field in defense. So he's awesome like that. Oh yeah, and he gains 200 attack for each Geargia on the field. So with himself, he's a 1700. With one other, he's a 19. And then with, like, he just gets bigger. But you really don't use him for that. He doesn't stay on the field very long. And then 3 Geargia Armor. You set this first turn, they attack into it. You plus, next turn you set it, you flip summon it, you grab a race car, you make Gear Gigant X, you plus unbelievably, and then you probably run over whatever they made. This card has the ability to let you plus just immensely. It's a ridiculous card. It's a 1900 wall that lets you search for another Geargia, that lets you search for more Geargias, that, yeah. Right now I'm running 1 Grand Soil. I would probably be running 2 if I owned 2, but I only own 1 right now. I'm in the process of trying to get a second one, but see how that goes. But yeah, I'd probably run 2 Grand Soils in this. And then Gores and double Trigodia. Right now I'm not running any Maxis or anything mainboarded. It's in testing, so I'm not really, I don't know, we'll figure that out eventually, if any of you are going to comment on that. Now for spells, 1 limit removal machines, this is, I think, might come out from what I've playtested so far. It hasn't been tremendously helpful, but we'll see. And then 3 E-Teles to the Psychics. I'm just having a terrible problem where I keep drawing Esper Girls over this card, which is statistically improbable, but it just keeps happening. I keep drawing this and not Esper Girl, and it keeps making me cry, and I don't like it. And then 2 Creature Swap, which works out pretty well in this deck, because you have a bunch of little tiny monsters, and so if your opponent wants to summon big things, then you just steal them and laugh at them and all sorts of wonderful things. Pot of Avarice because you can go through all your cards really, really fast. And Duality because you aren't always going to special summon because you set armor and then you just Duality, grab something, say go, confuse your opponent because you set a card and grab an E-Tele and they're like, oh, you're playing Psychics, attack, it's a witch. Nope, it's Geargia armor, and then they freak out a little. Mind control for fairly obvious reasons. 3 MST, get rid of back row because that kind of is a pain. Heavy, Dark Hole, Reborn, blah blah blah, the staple nonsense. And then for traps, we run 5. Where's that 5th one? There it is. 2 torrentials and 3 compulsory. This trap lineup hasn't really steered me wrong yet. I'm thinking about maybe running bottomless also, but so far it's worked out well. Like, these traps have never been bad for me yet. So that's the main deck. And then for extra deck, I run 1 Soul of Silver Mountain. This card is phenomenal. You can make him with 2 of the level 3 Psychics and your Geargia Mach 2 thing. And if this guy runs over anything, it doesn't even have to send it to the graveyard. It just has to destroy it by battle. You can special summon any Earth monster from your grave and face up defense position. So I've made like Naturia Beast in this deck, and then somebody's killed it, and then later in the game I'll bring this guy out, run over some little monster, bring back Naturia Beast in defense, and set Compulse, and say go, and then they lose because I brought back the beast again, or like I can bring back Geargia armor and then set it, and then, and his other effect is that you can detach a material to target 1 face down spell or trap your opponent controls, and it can't be activated as long as this guy's on board. Leviair, get back removed stuff. It's pretty funny with Esper Girl. Zen Mains, blah. Utopia, Collaborative, Fairy King Albertovich thing. It works great in this deck because everything is Earth. Nearly everything you're going to summon is Earth. And yeah, it's awesome. Play Goes and Match in this deck actually if you wanted to. And then 2 Gear-Gigant X's, search for more stuff. This card's pluses all around all day. And then Naturia's, Nat Beast, Barkion, Landoise, 1 Cataster, the Gaianite, just to get over big stuff, because I found that to be a problem in this deck, and then Black Rose to top it off. I'm not running anything, like, higher leveled, because I don't ever find myself wanting to go into it. But the extra decks, like I said, this is really, really subject to change and testing, all that stuff. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the combination of those and those in a deck. Geargia Psychics. So, yeah. Let me know what you think, YouTube. Comment below what you guys think should be changed, fixed, whether this is a good idea, bad, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like the video, comment. I already said comment. Lots of comments. I want to see lots of comments. Subscribe to my channel and all that stuff. And I'll see you next time, YouTube. Bye.